Hello, Neil. Hello, Debbie.
Oh, Emmanuel, the Emmanuel, the Fashionisto.
Our favourite.
You know, I so look forward to talking to you both.
Oh,
It's been a while now. You've been to the clothes show live, haven't you?
Oh, yes, I covered the show in Excel in London, and it's, you know, it's the world's biggest fashion event, and this massive fashion extravaganza, you know, with like, imagine just over 1,300 inches of high heels, 30,000 people, 34 dancers, loads of clothes just everywhere, and champagne and manicures, and it was just, you know, beauty and fashion heaven. You know?
I was going to say, it sounds like you're in your own form of heaven there.
I know, and you know, I saw like loads of gay men, loads of straight women with their gay friends, you know, and they were all buying things and having manicures and having a wonderful time. While the straight guys were like carrying their stuff around, like they were like standing in a corner and carrying the bags. While you know, this was like the moment. You know, like a lot of friends I know, they planned their entire year around this.
Well, it's a huge event, isn't it? The clothes show live.
Oh, it was fantastic. But what happened was, I mean, it's happening in London after 5 years. So, you know, it was massive, and over 30,000 people turned up, and so crowded, and, you know, kind of, we obviously went to the, you know, the VIP lounge, the press area.
Of course.
And, you know, I got some, this was special, the show, because this was Katie Price's first appearance after her breakup, after her breakup with Peter Andre, her first public appearance, and also her first time on the catwalk.
Oh, my gosh, not the pink stuff.
Oh, she was wearing pink.
Oh, no, sorry. Yeah.
And, you know, it's, she walked, and, you know, she was quite good, actually. She seemed a bit nervous, but, you know, she did, quite heavy. And then she seemed a bit nervous, and she walked on the catwalk, and she didn't have appearance. And then they had this kind of 1930s, 40s style beauty pageant type catwalk. And lovely music, and then she was like crowned Miss London. And then later she did another catwalk, and she was wearing this huge kind of, it was like a silver and white afro wig.
Oh my God!
What
was she doing?
And it was all very camp and flamboyant, and people loved it. And the show itself, it was great because they did this little catwalk, a long catwalk actually, of a show starting in the morning by the sea, you know, with all this background noise and birds and waves. And then they go to the pier, you know, in the sea, and then they go to the carnival and have ice cream and all that. Then they finish off with an evening dance and then a disco. So what they did was they had all these high fashion models, plus they had dancers who had been trained to do the catwalk as well. So the models would walk and then dance, you know.
Oh, I like it.
Which was fantastic. And they also followed, like in 1940s and 50s, you know, the catwalks done by Givenchy and Christian Dior. They used to have this little thing on the ramp where girls come in sporty clothes and play tennis and laugh and joke. And, you know, it's much more interesting than the usual blank stare.
Yeah.
You know. So, they had that in the pier, and it was great. All these girls wearing like bikinis and the guys wearing like tight and, you know, showing off their bodies. And, you know, it was great. Lots of hunky guys, lots of, like, pretty girls. And, you know...
Did you get any phone numbers, Emmanuel?
No, because you know, I wasn't interested in seeing any of the models. I just wanted to get interviews with the celebrities. But, you know, I was in the press area, and honestly, it was really, really exciting. And the show was fantastic, beautifully choreographed. And they had managed to... like, you know, put so many dance performances in it, like, you know, ballet, ballroom, salsa, rumba, and also, like, street dancing, everything. But I managed to, you know, literally sneak into the private area to have a chat with Katie Price. She wasn't doing any interviews, but I got exclusive backstage footage. And, you have to keep an eye on my website for that. The website is going to be edited this weekend. And I also interviewed Karen Franklin, you know, the veteran of the clothes show.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. She still looks the same. You know, it's like she hasn't aged at all. And it was great because I used to see her on TV in the 80s and the 90s, you know, when I was a child. And it was great, so I didn't interview her. And also there was this really hot boy band called Vice. V-I-C-E. And they are so cute. And they were in this kind of really trendy, kind of slightly eccentric gear, you know, like colored tops and, you know, glasses and like striped pajamas and all that stuff. And they were dancing, and I got an interview with them in their cabin.
I bet you did, Emmanuel.
It was so sweet because they started, I guess, was I the only person who interviewed them that day? I'm not sure. But they were so excited, and I was really excited. And they sang for me, and we got an interview with them. And I was there to interview the others, but strange enough, other video people were coming and asking me to talk about fashion. They were like, because they know that I'm a fashion presenter.
Well, you know everything about fashion. That's why I'm
Not nothing, but, people seem to think I do, so that's wonderful. And I was interviewed by A Muscle TV. That was so sweet. The presenter was so cute, so cute, lovely beefcake, kind of short, very compact.
Your type?
Well, one of my types.
Oh, yeah.
And it was great. Sky Entertainment as well.
Oh my God.
Sounds like you had a brilliant. Sounds like you had a brilliant time.
By Eagle Entertainment. I was having so much fun. I felt so special. People were taking photographs of me, and I wore Nara Kamichi, my beautiful navy blue shirt with ribbon trimmings. And then I met this other designer. She's doing this project called My 21 Memories or something, and it's ethical fashion. That's all ethical fabrics, recycled polyester, linen and bamboo. So they're going to make me this wonderful shirt, like a beautiful outfit actually, to wear at events. And then what else did I do? Oh yeah, so we were spoiled and pampered by so many people offering us like vouchers and makeup and all that stuff. Unfortunately, we couldn't stay for the Style Awards, but we did stay for the Beauty Awards, which was hosted by Erin O'Connor and George Lamb.
Oh my God!
And it was Erin looked picture perfect.
It's beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, and George Lamb also looked very smart. I think he's got his own style, hasn't he?
Yes.
Very nice. And then, after that, because Katie was like literally, hiding behind. She was not coming out coming out and meeting the public. But I'm quite happy I managed to get this footage.
Yeah.
She was not very happy though. No, she just got startled when she saw me. She just came out of this private area with her bodyguard, and usually, the bodyguard walks in front of you. She walked in front, so I was right there, and I started chatting, and she was so startled. She probably got a bit pissed off.
Sounds like you had a fantastic time. Listen, stay there, and let's talk some more in a couple of seconds here on Gaydar. We're back with our Fashionisto Emmanuel.
Ooh, I love that name. I love the way you introduce me.
Well, right now I've got a sausage on my head and a dress made out of bacon and eggs. Celebrating.
Of course, like the Alternative Fashion Week,
exactly.
Exactly.
Oh, it was fantastic. When I covered London Alternative Fashion Week, I love it because, and all the people there have sort of a license to do everything they can't do at London Fashion Week. This Alternative Fashion Week. So fantastic. I had a great time. The moment I went in and started, interviewing and, talking to camera, I was being photographed to death. Because, I wore this lovely red top and, my red and blue outfit, my uniform.
Yes.
Red top hat and the dazzling array of peacock feathers. And,
it's like Brandon Flowers.
Brandon Flowers. And also, it was great because, they had these designers who had unique products, something to show, something that everyone was interested in. There was Henry Sedani, and she did this beautiful creation called Faded Memories, and she had it on Casablanca, the movie, and all these kind of hats and pearls and, scarves and all that stuff. And then you had another designer, I can't quite remember the name, but they had used plus-size models, really like big women, in wearing PVC, PVC and like tight corsets, everything. And they were like, waving at the audience, blowing kisses, pushing their butts up and shaking it, and the people loved it. And I also interviewed Emmanuel Ray, and he's an up-and-coming designer. He's just, started, he's launching his collection. He's launched his collection already. He's launching another one very soon. Beautiful suits, kind of, his collection is inspired by like highwaymen, hitmen, professional hitmen, and some of them are like, kind of bride's head really fitted style. Some of them are like nice.
I love a man suit.
Oh, beautiful suits, all bespoke, and the way he's created them are just so beautiful. He even gave me a suit to wear for an event, and he's so sweet. He's a professional martial artist, and he also used to fight. He used to be a fighter as well, but he's always wanted to do tailoring, and he's great.
Oh, he's
beautiful, lovely guy. Guy, straight, tight-toned, athletic body, nice bum. Always dressed fancy. So I just couldn't keep my hands off him, so I like hugged him and kissed him. And then I also came across this model called Tommy Parks or something like that. I met all the models, flirted with all the models, interviewed hairdressers, and I also I interviewed many people, but I also met Laura Booty. Laura Booty's collection is all evening gowns, embroidered and decorated with broken glass, crushed bottle caps,
Oh my goodness.
Peanuts and whatnot, beautiful collection. And also, I met hairdresser Arnold Provost, who's very well known in the fashion world for his wacky hairdos, because his inspiration comes from the massive, flamboyant, like big hair, Marie Antoinette.
Oh yeah, Princess Liaisons, like Elton John that he had for his birthday.
Exactly.
Love it, and big old wigs.
Oh my God! And it was great. I had a great time at the All-Fancy Fashion Week, and you can see all my video footage on my YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Emmanuel Ray Live.
Okay.
And also we went to, I went to the champagne bar. There's a champagne bar that was launched recently in Kensington. It's called the Crescent Champagne Bar. Massive, massive bar, huge nightclub upstairs, loads of private rooms, and it was great because everyone was drinking like mad, basically, because it was an open bar, And I Giles Vickers-Jones, the TV presenter for ITV at the movies.
Oh yes.
I don't know what it is, but every event I go to, Giles is there.
Oh, maybe he's following you.
We've met so many times, and he's written a book about modeling, and he's written another book about the sex lives of 6 notorious men.
Oh my God!
So he actually, when I went to the modeling book launch, he gave me a signed copy for my event, because I have a raffle at my event every month. And I also met Angelica Bell from the BBC's One Show, and she was very sweet, very, very sweet, very down to earth. And also her boyfriend Michael Underwood was there, and Angelica and I spent a lot of time talking about fashion and bags and clothes and shoes. And we also met the Big Brother twins, Samantha and Amanda.
Oh my God.
Met them and had a chat with them. I'm organizing my event for next month. As you know, the first Wednesday or Thursday of every month, I have a networking event called Socialite Evenings. The next one's on the 4th of June, Thursday, 4th of June, at the Millennium Hotel in Mayfair. You're all welcome to come around.
Oh, thank you, Emmanuel.
You too. I have sent you invitations before, but you have never come to my events.
Oh, Emmanuel, I don't know what happened.
You should come to the next one.
Yeah, we should.
I'm going to put you on the guest list. You must come.
Brilliant.
Yes, and my events are fantastic. If you want to know more about my events, it's socialite-evenings.webs.com. I would love it if any of our listeners could also come and join me at Socialite Evenings. And then I also went to watch the Tease show at the Roundhouse. The Roundhouse at the Camden. Coco in Camden. I always confuse these names. Coco in Camden, the Tease show, Immodesty Blaze.
Oh yes. How was that?
Oh, it was fantastic. I couldn't sit down and wait, because I was twitching and I was shivering to just jump up and down. It was fantastic, The crowd was having a great time. Well, we were in the VIP area, of course.
Of course.
Me and the BBC journalist Paul Conway, and we were watching the show. And Immodesty did about 4 or 5 routines, and she was fantastic. All mink and feathers and nipple tassels, glitter, and so many other performances as well. So many other dancers were doing. One of them was doing a burlesque performance on a cobweb. One of them did it on martini bars.